Hey, good afternoon. How are all of my Gemini soul family members out there doing? I hope you're all doing great, having a fantastic day. My name's Morty, and I'm excited to have you guys joining me on this tarot reading. So today I thought I would do a reading for the second half of June for the sign of Gemini. So, Gemini, I did this reading last night. I recorded it, and I have to say, you guys had a beautiful reading. But I made a mistake. I deleted it by accident. I was just bummed out by it. However, I did take a picture of it. So I know the order of the cards and such. And I was actually a little bit tempted to just start the video and put the layout out and to kind of explain to you guys what had happened and then just kind of walk you through the cards. However, I think I'm just going to do a new reading for you, and we'll do that right now. I'm confident that we'll end up with a very similar reading for Gemini that I ended up with last night. So I'm anticipating a great reading for you, Gemini. Today is June the 13th. Time is 1:46 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's a Thursday. Beautiful day today. So for those of you that are new to this channel and my readings, first of all, I want to welcome you here. I'm very happy to have you here. As a tarot reader, my take on things, the direction that I go is, as I'm doing the readings, I'm always trying to create the best possible outcome in a reading. Because to me that just makes sense. There are limiting energies in life. They come up in the reading, so we have to recognize them. We don't ignore them. But you'll find if you're watching my readings that I'm not the kind of reader that stays stuck in those limiting energies for very long. I'm looking for ways that we can work our way out of that, so that we can work our way out to attract and manifest higher vibrating energies in our life. Because I believe we're all creators, and if we're all creators, why would we not want to try to create the best possible outcomes for ourselves? Anyways, I thought I would just share that with you. This is a general reading for the collective, for the sign of Gemini. Your sun sign may be Gemini, or perhaps your moon or rising is Gemini. My youngest sister is Gemini, actually. Her birthday's this month. Oh, by the way, happy birthday. I'm glad I thought of that. I usually forget to wish everybody happy birthday on their month. But yeah, this is the Gemini birthday month. So your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or you may just be checking up on a Gemini in your life. Or you could just be intuitively guided to have come across this channel and maybe even come across this reading. So this reading will be for June 15th, taking us through the end of the month. I mean, technically it starts today, officially. So this is a general reading for the collective. Gemini is a beautiful zodiac sign. So my sun sign is Aquarius, which is also an air sign. So there are a lot of qualities and traits that Gemini carry that I resonate pretty effectively with, having air in me. You're quick-witted, great sense of humor, and very intelligent, intellectual. You guys can get lost in deep subject conversations, right? Philosophizing, talking about life and such. And I'm the same way. I love conversations like that. You're enthusiastic. You can be indecisive at times, lack direction, sometimes coming across as superficial, and sometimes Geminis can appear a little anxious. So those are just some of the common qualities that we find in the sign of Gemini. Okay, sorry, my music stopped here, so I'm working on getting it started up again. Okay. All right, so Gemini, I want to begin your reading. I just picked up this crystal healing bowl. It arrived last week. I used to use one of these a couple months ago in my readings. I was borrowing it from a friend, Anyways, so I have this bowl now, and I want to take just a moment, tap the bowl, and just let it sing to us for a minute as we start your reading. And this is a perfect time to just remove yourself from any outcome in this specific reading. Just trust and go with the flow. Okay. So I'm guessing that probably came through pretty clearly on your end. It was very clear on this end. Okay, Gemini, here we go. I'm just gonna adjust this camera just a little bit here. Here we go. Okay, Gemini, second half of June. What's happening? Let's see if we can identify the prominent energies that you have ahead of you. See if we can better prepare you. Stepping into the second half of June, better prepare you to attract those positive, higher vibrating energies, attract more joy and love and happiness. Sorry, I lost my music again here. All right. Okay, Gemini. Ooh, I love this affirmation. What do you have going on in your life, Gemini? You just drew the affirmation of magical powers. The number 24, which reduces to a 6. Powerful number 6. Part of all manifestation and creation. I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic secrets to me now show. I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic secrets to me now show. I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic secrets to me now show. Okay, Gemini, I read that out loud 3 times. For those of you that are new to this channel and my readings, I always read the affirmations out loud 3 times because I believe there's a stronger, greater manifestation power to the number 3. And I want to create as strong of a manifestation for you with this affirmation as possible, Gemini. Okay, so let's just take a moment real quickly and read to you from the guidebook about this affirmation. These affirmations are profound and deep and very meaningful, and I'm finding more and more of a connection between the affirmations and the tarot readings themselves. So I think there's a lot of important and valuable messages in here for you, Gemini. Sometimes when we cast magic, we may be too caught up in the everyday to weave quite as much enchantment as we could if we were much more in touch with our magical powers. This spell will help you reconnect with your magical self, and your spells will become more and more enjoyable and enchanting as a result. If this spell has chosen you, the universe would like you to reconnect with your intuitive, instinctual, mythic persona. Work this spell before performing any others, since without magical energy, it's difficult to weave true enchantment, to see the wonder of the moon, the glory of the sun, and the new beginning of the unfurling bud. If you have chosen the spell, you may wish to hurry along the impact of your spells, or perhaps you are finding it hard to move out of the everyday. You may wish to empower your spells and reawaken the wonder of the natural magic all about you and deep within you. Fear not, this spell will reopen the intuitive receptors, and you will be resensitized to the magical, abundant universe through which your spells will grow in power. Okay, Gemini. Fantastic affirmation for you to pull, taking you into your tarot reading for the second half of June. Okay, So I'm doing today's tarot reading with my Crystal Vision tarot set. I just picked up this new replacement set last week, and it's always exciting to get new tarot cards because they're fresh images. The cards are a little slick and slippery, they're firm. So should have some good images for you during this reading today, Gemini. Okay, so I pre-shuffled my decks, but I like to shuffle them just one more time, and then I split the deck 3 times and pull the bottom card to see what the opening energy is taking Gemini into your reading. Okay. Oh, and I want to mention, so I'm going to try to remember this with this particular tarot reading. At the end of the video, I post a picture, thanking and such, and then there's a picture that I'm going to try to post after that that'll be an image of this tarot spread as it sits on my desk. That way you guys can see all the cards laid out in their order. So I'm mentioning it now. It's something new that I'm trying, so I'm just going to try to be mindful to remember that. Okay, Gemini, energy taking you into your tarot reading today. 9 of Pentacles, beautiful energy. A 9 of Pentacles, this is a very independent energy. This is the universe, Gemini, recognizing, pointing out, bringing it to your attention, acknowledging your ability to provide comfortably for yourself, right? Very self-sufficient energy. So Gemini, this represents the energy of comfortably taking care of yourself, possibly yourself and others, as it pertains to work, right? Security, stability, living. It's a great energy. She's surrounded by abundance, wildlife that she's tamed. Great energy for you, Gemini. Okay. This just kind of popped out pretty easily. So Gemini, we now have the Justice card. Justice is the card of Libra. So some of you may be in a relationship with a Libra or have a Libra in your life, a pretty significant relationship. The energy in this card, it represents justice coming in and being served. She stands above the river of truth. In one hand, she holds her sword. In the other hand, she holds the scales of justice. So the sword is to bring justice. The scale is about balance. It's very good. It's a good energy. So I'll be able to know and see and tell you more as more cards fall. Okay. This just kind of popped right out too pretty easily. We now have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups represents, it's a limiting energy. Represents the energy of how we're looking at life. Meaning, is a glass half full or is a glass half empty? This card says we could be looking at life like the glass is half empty, a little pessimistically. And I believe the reason why is because the figure in the card, she's focused on these 3 spilled cups in front of her. Spilled cups represent disappointments, right? Setbacks of some sort. Could be heartbreak. That's what was felt initially when these incidences took place. But we passed beyond that, right? Because eventually we grew. Even if it was very difficult, right? Very painful, there was probably a tremendous amount of growth. So if we can, Gemini, if we can focus on our growth rather than the pain that took us to the growth, it'll allow you to be able to live life with more gratitude. You'll start noticing things around you that are there today that you might not be seeing them. They're blessings in your life, receiving all kinds of love and universal help. only appropriate, right, that we just got your card. At the top in the center of your tarot reading today, we have the Lover's card. Card of Gemini. A pretty important energy for you, Gemini. This energy is showing up at the center of your tarot reading. You know, this represents the energy of two people coming together. They're coming together in union. For some, it's romantic. For others, it's friendship. It doesn't matter because it's a beautiful union and a beautiful relationship. Strong connection between these two energies on this card. The coming together of these two who have chosen to, that two are stronger than one, and that's, you know, big motivation on coming together. Universe blessing the union of these two, represented by these doves, right? Connecting the two of them together. Yeah, so Gemini, what I'm feeling is that for some of you, the two of you, you've been apart for a while. And maybe even haven't come together yet in the 3D. But these doves, right? And doves represent unconditional love. So Gemini, in order for you to manifest this energy in your life, right? This type of relationship, focus on unconditional love. Both of you, focus on unconditional love, because that's what brings the two of you together. Okay, Gemini, coming in next to the Lovers, we have the Two of Wands. So these two energies, they could be looking into exploring and taking on a great adventure together. Two of Wands represents that energy. It's a courageous risk taker. He's getting ready to embark and set out on a great adventure. His companion is the dragon. I think there's some travel involved in this energy, right? As the dragon holds the world in his tail. Maybe some world travel. So Gemini, for some of you, this may be just you going on this adventure. For others, I feel like you could be going on this adventure, beginning this adventure with this other person, this other energy. We're seeing two wands here, right? And looking at the waters, they're just steel and glass. I think that's a good indication of what things will be like, Gemini, when you begin this journey. I put my elbows down. The cards stick to my elbows sometimes. That's funny. I love it when I'm shuffling the cards like this and they just individually flip over one at a time. I love that. I love working with energy. Okay, Gemini, coming in next to the Two of Wands, we have the World card. Great energy. So Gemini, this is the universe letting you know that this journey, this path that you've been on, there's been lessons put in place for you to go through and to experience. And I don't doubt for a moment that some of these lessons, Gemini, were very painful. The world sits in a lotus flower, right? And if you know anything about the lotus flower, it thrives and survives in the muck, the most extreme of conditions. So I kind of feel like, Gemini, this journey that you've been on has had highs and lows, all kinds of growth. But today, right, you're graduating. That's what's being pointed out here, letting you know that lessons that were meant for you to learn, you've learned. So today, it's like you stand here is this beautiful blossomed lotus flower with the pain and the discomfort from the lessons behind you. It's a great card. Okay. Gemini, coming in underneath the Justice card, we have the Unknown card. Interesting. This is the only tarot set that I'm aware of that has a card in it called the Unknown card. So anytime this card falls out into a spread, whichever cards and energies it's connected to, it means that the answer is not meant to be known right now. It's possibly too soon. Maybe because choices haven't been made yet. It's coming in under the Justice card. So let me pull a few more cards and I'll get a better sense for what this represents. Okay. Coming in under the Five of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords it's great energy. It represents energy of an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Queen, so we think of female energy, doesn't have to be. This is a beautiful energy, and Gemini, this energy will serve you very well. You should recognize this energy, being an air sign. So I kind of define this energy as the Queen of Swords in many ways can be looked at as a great energy for when it comes to cleaning house. And I don't mean physically cleaning. What I mean is, like, if I were to look at my life and I were to want to make changes for myself, valuable and needed changes, I would take on the energy, hopefully, of the Queen of Swords, which is an energy that can come in and it helps me look at my life and look at it objectively. And the thing with the Queen of Swords, she doesn't take any shit. You really can't get one over on her. It's very sharp. Anyways, I would hopefully have this energy, call it in, harness it, and it's great at looking at my life and assessing it, determining which energies continue to serve me and which energies I have in my life that just no longer serve me, maybe even work towards my detriment. And the Queen of Swords has the strength and the ability, right? Carries a sword, doesn't like to use it but will, has this way of just cutting out those things in your life in order to do what? What's she holding in her other hand? Butterfly. Butterfly representing rebirth, right? In order to make room in your life for changes. Okay. Gemini, showing up at the center of your tarot reading, coming in underneath the Lover's card, right? The card of Gemini. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Great card, great energy for you, Gemini. This is the universe letting you know that you have changes, right, coming into your atmosphere. Changes in the second half of June, Gemini. It's a balanced energy in earth, air, fire, and water. The important thing that I want to point out, Gemini, on this energy is this valuable information, because now you have a heads up knowing that you have change coming into your atmosphere. So you're anticipating changes. What determines what kind of changes come into our life, whether we have lower vibrating changes or higher vibrating changes? Ourselves, right? Managing our energy, right? So this is a great time, Gemini, for you to be aware changes are coming. So perfect time to focus on managing your energy, right? Perfect time to live in gratitude, to let go of past hurts, past pains, any limiting energies that may be residing within you. Just allowing those energies to pass, stepping into a period in your life of unconditional love, and of forgiveness, of understanding, of hope, of faith, of gratitude. Raise your vibrations so that these changes that come in for you, Gemini, are higher vibrating changes. Okay, Gemini, coming in under the Two of Wands, we now have the Hermit card, which is the card of Virgo. So some of you could be in a relationship with a Virgo or have a Virgo in your life, pretty significant relationship. The energy in this card, it represents taking time and seeking solitude, right? Looking for answers, going within, listening for feeling, listening for truth, taking the time to step away from the noise and the chatter and the distractions in the world, as well as the distractions and the noise that is within us, right? Opinions, judgments. Stepping away from those, asking the important questions, and then listening for the answers. And the answers will come, right? Truth comes to you, just like the lantern that the hermit holds, lighting its way through the night, showing it the direction. I don't know, it's coming in under the Two of Wands. So some of you may be taking on this adventure with a Virgo. Okay. Coming in under the World card, we have the Knight of Cups. Beautiful energy. It's represented by water sign energy. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. It doesn't have to be. This is your knight in shining armor, Gemini. So it represents the energy of that kind of love, kind of romantic love, connection. Pretty emotional, charged up card, right? As he's walking through the water and he's coming in on a full moon, coming in on a white horse, right? Decorated, he's in full uniform, he's coming in without weapons. He's seeking love, right? So. Okay, Gemini, energy taking us out of your tarot reading today is the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Queen of Pentacles represents the energy of an earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Queen of Pentacles, stable, secure energy, right? She knows her value. This is a seasoned energy, right? This isn't an inexperienced individual. This is somebody who has experienced life, right? So they've lived life. They've tasted of life's failures as well as life's triumphs. Still here, right, to share in their experience, recognizing their value, knowing their place in the world, right? Queen of Pentacles, fantastic energy for you, Gemini, as it pertains to business. Great at keeping track of all the details, great with numbers, right? Great with people and organization skills, great with planning. Great energy for you, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, I have your reading done now. I need to take a moment and look at the cards and see where they are in terms of relationship to each other. I need to see and feel what it is they're trying to share by way of messages. So hang tight for just a moment. I'll come right back. I'm just going to keep the recording going. I'm just going to keep playing these soothing vibes so you can enjoy those. And I'll be right back and I'll share your whole reading with you. So hang tight. Okay, Gemini, I think I have it here. You guys have a fantastic read. I really enjoyed providing this read to you. It's pulled me right into it. So Gemini, opening affirmation, taking us into your reading, magical powers. To be honest, this reminds me of the energy of the magician in tarot. What do magicians do? They move unseen energy, right? So Gemini, I kind of feel like stepping into the second half of June, right? You're definitely manifesting with your thoughts, your words, and your actions. beautiful energy starting us off, taking us into your read. Nine of Pentacles, right? Universe recognizing and acknowledging your sense of independence, your ability to provide comfortably for yourself, maybe yourself and others. Congratulations, Gemini, right? Even this energy does not come easy. It's an earned energy. So, nice job. Okay, Gemini, next energies we show is the Justice card, right? Which is the card of Libra. Coming in underneath that, we have the Unknown card. So there will be a couple different understandings and meanings here. For some of you, you may be waiting for justice, and it'll be different for everybody. For some of you, I think the justice that you're waiting for has to do with love and relationships, even friendships. For others, you could have legal matters. But your reading is letting you know, right now, it's a little undetermined on when justice is going to come in, because it's going to be different for everybody. It kind of depends on where we're at on the scale, on the cycle. Okay, Gemini. We now have the Five of Cups with the Queen of Swords coming in next to that. So, universe letting us know we could be looking at things a little negatively. Could be spending a little too much energy looking at past disappointments, past failures, heartbreaks. We need to allow this energy to pass, look at the growth, right? And then take on the Queen of Swords energy, where it's a great time for you, Gemini, to look at your life and make some necessary changes in your life in order to stimulate and create newness and beginnings for yourself. Great energies. Okay, so these two energies, Gemini, they're pretty important for you as they're showing up together, coming in at the center of your tarot reading, right? So at the center of your reading, we have the Lover's card. That's about a relationship. For some of you, it's romantic relationship. For others, friendship. The connection between these two people, whether it's romantic or it's friendship, incredibly strong connection. I can feel it, holding these cards. It's profound, and it's a deep-seated kind of connection. I don't know, Gemini. These two on the card, they look pretty happy together. So when this comes together for you, Gemini, it should be a great time for you. So changes coming into your atmosphere, and some of these changes, Gemini, will involve relationships, whether it's romantic or friendships. Okay. So changes come into your atmosphere, Gemini. And after the changes, we have the Two of Wands, right? Getting ready to embark and set out on a great adventure. Coming in underneath that, we have the Hermit card. So some of you could be taking on this adventure with a Virgo. For others, you're being encouraged to seek spiritual counsel, right? Listen to yourself, connect with your higher self, follow your intuition like the Hermit does as you are putting together, right, your goals, thoughts, and ideas on what you want to do next in your life, Gemini. Okay, so these two cards and energies, what I feel right away is, Gemini, this is the universe letting you know that you're ready for love, ready for some of you, romantic love. There's been a series of lessons that you've been going through, right? And I think some of these lessons may have to do with relationships and love, because these two are coming in next to each other, right? Knight in shining armor, lessons learned, graduating, great energy right here. Taking us out of your reading, which is the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, great energy, right? Knows her stuff, experienced, seasoned, kind of energy you can trust, kind of energy you can count on. This is a great energy taking us out of your read, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, I think I'm done with your reading here. You guys had a fantastic read. Just like yesterday, last night's fantastic. I'm gonna actually do a little comparison, but I'm seeing some similar energies. Similar storyline, great reading. Anyways, Gemini, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share this read with you. If you're new to my channel, be sure to, if you like it, like and subscribe, share, leave a comment. I love comments. Keep in mind, Gemini, this reading is not for every Gemini, but it will be for many of you. This is not a personal reading, it's a collective reading, a general reading for the collective. I do offer personal readings. If you're interested in ordering one of those, just send me an email at tarotloveandabundance@gmail.com. My pricing is $60, and I provide you a private link to your own 30-minute reading where I've recorded it and I'm speaking to you. So it's your read that pertains specifically to you, so it can get a lot more interesting. It's kind of fun. Thank you for all the love and abundance that you guys share with me. The beautiful comments and encouragement and the support that you provide. It's amazing. This is what I do in terms of work and providing. So your donations, your contributions, they make all the difference in the world to me. I want to just reach out and thank all of you guys for those. Large or small, doesn't matter. Makes such a difference. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here, right, and to show up and to create this channel and to be able to share these readings, these energies, this insight and this guidance with you guys. I love it. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you, Gemini. Have a fantastic day.